Everybody, it's a Mad Master here. I'm doing another video today. And so I just wanted to mention, just as an offhand comment, which was pretty funny. I was arguing on Facebook today, just now, and this is not what the video is going to be about. But, so I was on this left-wing forum that I go on, which I actually do like a lot of their memes and stuff. It's kind of related to Pete Buttigieg, and just like it's made fun of him for over 2 years, and his whole like this snooty elitist thing that he has. It's like, but it was pretty funny. I was debating the virus stuff as far as the rates versus mandates and so forth, and someone called me retarded Trent Reznor. Honestly, I hate to say this, but it did trigger me a little bit because I was called retarded growing up a lot by certain people. And, because as a kid, I thought I was living, because all the new age woo around my house, and then I was also into Transformers, so I thought I might be a reincarnation. I sort of half joked that I was a reincarnation of Optimus Prime as a kid. So people called me retarded and stuff. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. I'm not going to feel like shit about some strangers on the internet anymore like that. So today, Trevor Noah, or maybe it was yesterday, there was a new tweet from him about there couldn't possibly be some greed involved with certain pharmaceutical corporations in regards to wanting to get people on that treadmill of having to boost themselves for various variants. And of course, I expect that he will be called out and canceled by various people, just like anybody does. No, it's become so commonplace to do this to celebrities. Like if they say something that's out of step with the narratives, they'll get called out. And Trevor Noah is complete cringe, of course, because of what he said last year about being Cuomo-sexual and stuff about Andrew Cuomo. So I'm not giving him any credit, but it seems like to me that rational, sane people who are living their lives, he lives in privilege, obviously, he's a millionaire and stuff, I'm sure. Just regular people in general, but people that are just living their lives are kind of going about this and saying, wait a minute, and as far as a lot of this stuff going on, and I'm not saying that, the people that are, vulnerable should not, take a boost or anything like that. I'm just saying that getting into this endless tread, there's the Pfizer loyalty card meme going around Twitter and stuff, which it's like these stamps. You go to a coffee shop. It used to be shops here that, you had the stamps for a coffee. You got a free coffee after a certain point. It was like the boosters were all part of this thing. You got a free toaster. It's like this endless cycle of new variant, more shots. New variant, more shots. And someone like Catherine Austin Fitts or Whitney Webb have said in the past that this is kind of what, oh my God, I'm hoping that getting those Wi-Fi's boosted over and over again, is kind of what the plan, So now this new Transformer, this new Decepticon that's out there, supposedly it's pretty mild. I have to use the code words. Oh, this is going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if this video goes down, but we'll have to see. So this one, supposedly, according to the studies, this new Transformer, I'm not going to mention the name. It does sound like a Transformer. It sounds like a Decepticon, right? A Decepticon gestalt, like, they have different pieces that go together in gestalt. I have like a Predacon, and I think I have a couple others. I have these cheap Constructicons that I got probably have lead paint or something. Like my guitar, one of my guitars has lead paint, unfortunately. I bought a Inve Strat, and it was a rip-off Strat from like DH Gate or one of those companies. And I found out that the yellow paint had lead in it. So what I'm doing is, it's not that great of a guitar, but I like the neck. It does say Inve Malmsteen on it and Fender Stratocaster. I'm taking that and I'm getting like a Squire, like a white Squire that I really want. Putting new pickups in there and making this like this Gestalt guitar. This mutant guitar, which is going to be half real Strat, half fake, but it'll have a scalloped fretboard and stuff. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Can't wait to do this project. I might do it all myself too and get like a soldering gun and actually put this together myself and get like the pickups and stuff. Because I'm a big fan of Inve Malmsteen and Ritchie Blackmore and Willie John Ross. So I want a Strat, you know, some sort. And I have this fake Strat, which was made in China and stuff, which it's kind of hypocritical. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. I'm just excited because I'm looking at it right now. So this Trevor Noah thing, who knows? You know, it's like Bill Maher, you know, who knows who's going to ratio him for this. But it's just like, you got to just wonder after a certain point. It's like, it calls for comedic release. It's like, well, when is this going to end? It's seeming like it's endless now. I'm going, you know, we're going about almost 2 years. I mean, I remember January of 2020, I was sick in bed for like 2 weeks, and I had something, and I don't know what it was. And it's the sickest I'd been since I was a kid as far as fevers go, because I was out of it. Like, it was just so weird, and I couldn't breathe. And I'm not usually a person that if I have a fever that I can't breathe and stuff. I could have just been the regular bug, but who knows at this point, you know? I talked to people, a lot of people who were sick various times in 2020, and they're like, yeah, that was weird, you know? Or even 2019. So who the hell knows? But fact of the matter is, this endless circle and this endless cycle that we're in, you know, coming from your esteemed retarded Trent Reznor. I'm just saying, you know, I don't want to be stuck in this cycle forever and ever. It would just be like, you know, but the thing is when liberals wake up to this and they see that just that endless, you know, back and forth, just like, oh, we got to have another mandate, and you got to just call into question the sanity of this whole thing, and just like, when is the end? When is what, you know? And someone like Trevor Noah just questioning this Moderna CEO saying this thing, you know, and all that. It's like, well, is there anything wrong with that? I remember when the left was, you know, ostensibly against a lot of what Big Pharma did. Now I see the pendulum is swinging back. And this is good news. This is why I'm doing this video, because I feel like this is good fucking news, this whole Trevor Noah thing. Because before, you're like, you know, he's a Cuomo-sexual. He believes we should lock down for 18 months, you know, and all this stuff. Probably, I don't know what he said back then. I never watched Trevor Noah. I like him better than Stephen Colbert. I'll give him that. Like, he's funnier than Stephen Colbert is nowadays, and like, he's less annoying and less cringeworthy. But you know, he's still establishment, not BS, you know. But it's good news. And he was calling into question stuff like a couple months ago too. Like, he's not completely in step, you know. I'm gonna give him credit. He's not completely in step like a lot of other people are, and people are just waking up. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if 3 months from now, if we're still going through this shit, Stephen Colbert starts to be a little bit more in that direction too, or some of these other people. It's just like, it's getting so old. The whole thing's getting so old and so played out in a way. It's like, and yeah, the Decepticon that Hasbro has manufactured in Wuhan, the new Decepticon that they helped manufacture, the new Gestalt Decepticon. If you haven't really been able to tell, I'm a big Transformers fan from when I was very young. In fact, that's probably why it was called retarded, because I said that I was a Transformer when I was in elementary school. But, you know, I'm retarded. You know, I know people are triggered by that word, and, you know, it's kind of a bad word to use nowadays, I'll admit it. But it's like, I think people are just going to be like, and I think that just the zeitgeist will change if more of these liberal commentators speak up and just say, like, wait a minute, look at what's happening with this. What are we doing? What is this about? Why are we doing all this stuff like over and over again? It shouldn't there be just think outside the box or something for once. I mean, you don't have to agree with no lockdowns or or no mandates or whatever, but it's just like it's like those things that I'm going to date myself even more. Mention Showbiz Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese. Those things that pop up, keep popping up. You have the hammer, you keep having a pop up. It's that game you play. That's what this thing is. It just keeps popping up. You say, this hammer is going to work. This is the last time I'm hitting that animal that's popping up in the machine. It's going to work. This is going to work this time. And then you attack people for questioning the efficacy of that hammer or the efficacy of the swinging of the hammer even. It's like, I mean, when the these Decepticons are even tested positive in animals, like deer. It's like, oh, I guess, well, all these narratives fall apart because it's like you can't suppress this forever. But there's some good news. So I think that the mild and asymptomatic Decepticon cases. The sun's getting in here, so I'm going to stop this video soon. But that is great news if it's true. I don't know what the Jabba Dabba Dude amount of people that had that. But either way, that kind of busts the narrative about getting the Wi-Fi boost every 3 months, right? So we're on a good path. This is going to sound, I'm going to be a little more optimistic about this because I think this could be, and I could be wrong. I made so many predictions on this damn channel that were wrong. Like I was following, what's that guy's name? Dr. Katz. He's like, it's going to be over by November of 2020. One of the dumbest predictions. And I didn't really buy in his prediction. And then McCary said April 2021. And, it's just going to keep going, of course. But I'm just saying, the good news is this transformer, if it doesn't cause... Now, there's bad news and good news. Bad news is Europe is just going crazy into totalitarianism. The good news is that this transformer, this variant transformer Decepticon, might have a Nerf gun instead of an actual laser from Cybertron. Might be shooting us with a Nerf gun. Maybe some people are more protected from that Nerf gun. Maybe the Nerf gun has some poison in it or something for people that don't have the shield, Jabba Dabba Doo shield. Maybe. But let's say maybe, going along with the astrological predictions that have been made the past 2 years, maybe this is the end. Finally. That's about all.